What is up, Scentsy fans? It's Patricia, and welcome to another week of Tester Tuesday, a weekly series of Scentsy review videos where you guys vote and I warm. So this week we have a new release that we're finally getting to, a Harvest Collection bar that we're finally getting to, and an LTO that has returned to the website. So let's get started. All right, let's talk about our first place scent for the week. By just one vote, it is Alpine Escape. This one had 27% of the vote. It's this mossy green colored wax, and I'd say on cold sniff it's about a medium intensity, and Scentsy has put this in the woods category. Now, we did have a tie between first and second, but then I let another 2 votes come in, and this one was one of the votes, so I put it in first place. So, Scentsy says, feel a rush of minty air among spruce and evergreen trees on a scenic mountain getaway. I think that's a great description. I find I get a lot of a natural tree, and then I get an earthy eucalyptus, almost like a bit of a sage note. And there's definitely a mint. Now, the mint doesn't come across as a sweet mint to me. It's kind of one of those straightforward, like medicinal mints. So, let's talk about family rating. My husband said this smells like the woods at 6.5 out of 10. Erica said it's not bad, but it's not really one that she'd want in her bedroom. She gave it 6 out of 10. And Ryan said it's good, 7.5 out of 10. So I decided to put 2 cubes in the kids' bathroom in a 25-watt ceramic warmer. And it did okay there. I would say it was between 6 and 7 out of 10, and I left it going for a couple of days. I found that sometimes I could smell it well and sometimes I couldn't, and that is typical for that area. So I wanted to give it another shot in a spot that traditionally has good performance. So I decided to warm it in the boys' room. So I put 3 cubes there, 2 in a full size, 1 in a mini in their bedroom. Strength and throw at max was about 8.5 to 9, and that was very strong for a few hours. I would say I put it in at 9, and then around 5 I really noticed a drop off. So between 8 and 9, or 9 and 5, excuse me, a Dolly Parton scent. This was very strong, and then it started to wane. I left it going 2 days just out of convenience, but for strength and throw performance, it was really good for the first day and not as good for the second, which is pretty typical. I think if you're someone that likes eucalyptus wreath and you could put a little bit of mint in there, then you would get Alpine Escape or something similar. If you like that scent, you might want to pick up this one. I would say medium spaces is where you want to go, or for me, maybe a bathroom. This is kind of the vibe that I would want. Would I repurchase this one? No, it's not really a Patricia scent on scent appeal, but performance was okay. It was kind of a boom and bust kind of performance for me, but that is Alpine Escape. All right, let's talk about our second place scent for the week. From the Harvest Collection, we have Peaks and Pines. It's this beautiful teal blue colored wax, and it was 27% of the vote, just 1 vote behind Alpine Escape. And it's very strong, and Scentsy has put this in the fresh category. The scent description says, mountain tops, lush with dewy greens and lavender, rise up over towering cedarwood. Well, they talk about cedarwood, but there's definitely a pine, and I can smell lavender as well. This is a very fresh, invigorating scent. Along the lines of Painted Leaves, but I feel like Painted Leaves is early fall, and this is late fall, as you're getting a little bit of snow and crispness in the air. And then I think that what's happening is there's a eucalyptus in abounds, and then there's a minty undertone to this. So I have notes here. At first, when I smelled it, it smelled like a crisp, fresh tree, and there was a slight cologne tendency. And then as I warmed it, it reminded me a little bit of icicles and evergreen, but with way more eucalyptus and some lavender. And obviously a pine. Now, I do have a note here that there's a sharp intensity with this one. It's very, very strong, and when I came home a couple of times, this scent was really overwhelming. It was so strong you could almost taste it. So let's talk about the family rating. All right. My husband made a face that he didn't like it. He said it wasn't good at 4 out of 10. Erica said she liked this one at 8 out of 10, and Ryan said 8.5 out of 10. And on cold sniff, I would say for me, on first impressions, I would say I probably was like an 8 out of 10, and then I didn't get to warm it right away, and now I would say it's probably like a 6 or a 7. So what I did was I wanted to try it in the hallway because sometimes there's limited spots where I can warm if things are busy. So I thought, well, it's strong, let's try it there. That's a glass mini warmer. I would say it was about 8 out of 10, so it was probably above average performance. And I left it going a few days just because when you walk by, you could get whiffs, but the first day or 2 was pretty strong there. Decided to warm another 6 cubes in my open area, and at max it was probably 9 to 9.5 out of 10. Very, very strong there. And I put it in at 2:30 in the afternoon. And then the next day when we went to get groceries at 7 o'clock in the morning, when I came home, it was still so strong at about 7.5 or maybe 8 out of 10. So then it started to lessen, but it was very strong for almost a full 2 days, or at least a day and a half. And then I just needed a change, so I took it out. Sometimes if it's only scenting a small radius around a warmer, I eventually want to take it out. Or obviously you can go up to the warmer and smell it, and yes, you can sometimes still smell it, the wax, so you're thinking, should I change it? But if it's not scenting the room, for me it's not doing the job because it's a scented home fragrance. So if it's just a scented small radius, then that's really not what I want it for. Anyway, I think if you're someone that liked icicles and evergreen, and you can imagine a little bit of mighty pine and some lavender in with that, then maybe this is what you get. Now, mighty pine actually has lavender in it, but I feel like there's a little bit more lavender. Maybe that's what I didn't 100% love about this. I really wanted to love it. I just liked it. So I would say this is an open concept type scent, late fall, early winter type scent. And just keep in mind, something like this would not be a company friendly scent because it is so strong that it might kind of scare and drive away people. Unless that's what you're looking for, then maybe avoid this one if company's coming over. Will I be repurchasing this one? No, and the main reason is I think I just prefer painted leaves. Even though they're in the same family, they do go in slightly different directions. So this is nice. It's pretty strong. It's Peaks and Pines. All right, let's talk about our third place scent for the week. It is Shire Sunrise. This one had 20% of the vote. It's this bright green colored wax, about a medium or medium plus on cold sniff intensity. It's a limited time offer, part of the Lord of the Rings collection, and Scentsy has put this in the fresh category. It is a licensed bar, so it does cost $1 more per bar. I was going to say per month. All right, let's read the scent description. Scentsy says, it's the dawn of a new journey as a woodland breeze carries hints of fresh citrus and forest florals over lush and peaceful hillsides. That's a pretty long scent description. I would describe this as a citrus green fresh scent that does eventually go to a masculine cologne. Now, when I first smelled this in the boys' bedroom, because that's the first place I put it, I walked in and I was like, oh, this is so nice. It's like you're in the laundry aisle and you're smelling not the traditional laundry scents, but you're smelling the like woodland meadow breeze. You know, those ones that there may be 3 or 4 that are all kind of the same, but they're really, really nice. And they don't smell like laundry. They smell like greenery, fresh, sweet laundry. That's what I got. Now, Ryan came home from school that day and he goes, oh my gosh, it smells so good in here. It smells like a cleaner. Now, that was day 1. And on day 2 and day 3, it kind of changed. I have a note here. On day 2, it's a very warm green citrus cologne or men's fragrance type of scent. Day 3, I felt like there was a lot of warm golden amber. So day 2 and 3 I could have done without. I really enjoyed day 1 because day 1 is more of that fresh scent. So this is one of those ones, for me personally, it lasted a while and it changed as the time went on. Now let's talk about family rating. That would be a good time to bring it up. So my husband said 6 out of 10 smells like a bathroom. Erica said 8 out of 10, which she had a good week this week for her. And Ryan said 6.5 out of 10. And for me, I would say day 1 was probably like 8 out of 10 for scent appeal, and day 2 and 3 were probably more like 3 or 4 out of 10. So I put in the boys' room, I mentioned that already, 9 out of 10 on that first day, then it started to dissipate. This was really long lasting. I think I left it roughly about 4 days. In the storage room, it didn't do quite as well. The warmer I have there, some scents do really, really well with it, and other ones suffer. But this one, I would say strength was about 6 out of 10 there at its max. And I still have it going there now. I'll take it out. I put it in Friday afternoon, and here it is Monday morning. So I'm going to take it out soon. Excuse me. They always say it's not a Scentsy video if you don't drop something. So I think if you're someone that likes sweet, fresh scents, but you like greenery, citrusy, cologne, warm scents, you're probably going to want to pick this one up. And I would say it's an all year round scent, but it's really good for like boys' rooms, bathrooms, laundry rooms, maybe an office, maybe a rec room. And remember, this one changes as it goes. So you could probably put it in and leave it for a while and forget about it and go back and you're still going to get some scent. This one probably would be worth the extra $1 in performance in terms of longevity. But for me, scent appeal wasn't one that I would choose to repurchase. But I'm glad to finally get to warm it. So that is Shire Sunrise from the Lord of the Rings. All right, let's go to the portion of the video where I'm going to present to you 6 scents and you guys are going to vote. If you're new to my channel, please pick 2 different scents only by Wednesday morning. Put them down in the YouTube comments section. And if you can't do that, you can find my Instagram post and put your 2 votes there. Look under Patricia Gates. I'll put the handle right down here in the bottom. All right, so scent number 1 is a new to me bar that I haven't even smelled. I've been wanting to smell it. And thanks to my local customer, Shandi, for helping me out. She put this in her club. I'm still waiting for mine to come. And it is from the, I think it was called Sugar Chalet bundle, and it is whipped frosting. So that is scent number 1. Now, I haven't smelled this, and I don't have the notes, but I just want to smell it and get my first sniffs here because I've been dying to smell it. It's very yummy. Yes, it's very yummy. Oh, this is going to be good. Anyway, I'm assuming you're probably going to vote for it. I hope you do, because then I'll get to warm it. Now, I'm waiting for an order, and it's not due to arrive for about another week. I don't know what the heck's going on, but someone in Scentsy Land does a big X on me. They don't want me to get my bars. All right, so what I did was I went through my testers, and I said, what testers do I have the most of that are either in the catalog or in season right now? And that's what we're going to do, so we can use up some of these testers. So scent number 2 is Clove and Cinnamon, currently available. Scent number 3 is Holly Berry Cinnamon. Woo! Scent number 4 is Mystery Man. Scent number 5 is Very Snowy Spruce. Lots in there. And scent number 6 is Weathered Leather, and sorry about the glare from the light. So, I hope you have a great day in your neck of the woods. If you're new to my channel, please hit the subscribe. If you'd like to be notified when I post videos, which lately has only been once a week, lots of things going on at home, you can hit the bell, and hopefully YouTube will notify you when I post a video. So, I hope you have a great day in your neck of the woods. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next one. And don't forget to vote.